Okay, so we need to move by a second or third. Could someone give me something we could do with any of the three remaining parts? Spencer.
Could you have the soprano G go to an E, which would be a third?
Mm-hmm.
And then the D, I believe, in the alto line, I think, have that go to a C
Okay.
as the second. And then the B and the tenor line, you have that go to G.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be second and two-thirds.
Yep. So none of the intervals are larger than a third, all moving in the same direction. Okay, so this is option number 2 when you're given these two chords. Let's do option number 3, which is kind of a combination of all three. So you use a tertian leap. I will explain what that means in a second. Common tone, and stepwise motion. So a tertian leap is when the note that is the third of the chord is leaping. It does not mean a leap of a third, but it means that so 1, 3, 5, the third note of the chord is leaping. What is a tertian leap? Is it when the bass note leaps? Is it when the fifth leaps? Is it when something leaps by a third? Is it when the third leaps? Woo! Ding, ding, ding! We got it. Okay. 1 to 4. I'm going to do a similar way we've been doing all the other ones. So we have C, E, G. Can you guys see this, or is this in the way? It is? You're good? Can you guys over here see? Okay. So we have C, E, G going to 4, which is F, A, C. First thing I'm going to do is put in our bass. So I'm going to jump up to the F here. So I have that taken care of. This one, I think there's kind of like an order of operations you could do. So you find your bass. Then the next thing I would want to do is find the common tone. So we have C and C in here, and I see the C is in the alto. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And now I'm going to find the third of the chord, which would be E. So I know this E needs to leap up to one of these remaining notes. So I have F and C already covered. I'm going to go ahead and put it in the A. So that's my tertian leap right here. All I have left is to do something with the tenor note, and if it's moving by stepwise motion, I could just have the tenor. Oops, that's not how you draw a line. I could just have the tenor and the bass share the same note.
Is there a limit to how far the third can jump?
What?
Is there a limit to how far the third can jump?
You still want to stick with the same part writing rules that we did in the previous chapter. Like you don't want to go larger than, or like if you do larger than a fourth, you have to follow in the same direction, kind of thing. So we have our tertian leap. I'll put T over here. Common tone, C, T, and then we have stepwise motion, so SM.
Hey, Stevie,
Yes.
in the book it mentions that in a tertian leap, the third of the first chord moves into the third of the second chord.
Oh, perfect. Does that make sense? So E to A. Third and the third. Thank you, Mrs. Kingshot. Let's do one more this way. So we have C, E, G, and G, B, D. Who wants to talk me through this one? You can give me one line. Matt.
You have a G and
Mm-hmm. So what would that be called? Yeah. So we can make that our common tone. Could give me another voice. Sam. Yep. What could we do with our tenor or our soprano? Hannah.
You could have the soprano sing your B, go down to
You could, if we were using option number 1, but this one we want to use our tertian leap. So what's our third in this chord?
the B.
Yep, so we have the B. What's the third in the first chord?
E.
So if we have the E here, what does the E need to go to?
A B.
Yep. And that leaves our tenor to go to which note? Yeah.
What's the highest that you can
Technically, I mean, they could, I don't see anything larger than an F in terms of being in the tenor line. So an F would look like this. I rarely see anything higher than that, if I even see that. All right, take out your homework.
I have a question. What's the exact definition of a tertian?
A tertian leap is when, quietly take out your homework while I answer this important question. A tertian leap, the exact definition, still some chit chat. The exact definition of a tertian leap is when the third from the previous chord leaps to the third of the next chord. So typically, that will be a relationship of a fourth or a fifth.